Happy Saturday night.
What she said.
Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Right on time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Don't say to 1.
Yeah, well, we were close.
Right?
Yeah.
Because someone couldn't sit still for a minute.
It's true, I couldn't.
Nope.
Hey, sweet pineapples, how are you tonight? Hope everyone is doing well. Did you have a good day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I did. I had a good day. Watch college football.
Hey, Thrifty Viking, how are you?
You watched college football with me.
I did watch a little bit of college football.
Until you fell asleep.
Until I fell asleep. College football tends to put me asleep. We saw Oakbrook was on Thrifty Vikings morning show on Friday.
Yep. In Florida.
In Florida. Can't stay. I have so much to list and clean. Yay, Sarah, that's awesome. Yeah, so we watched part of that. That was really good. That was fun. So jealous that he was in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold here. There he is.
Especially us northerners. People in California and in Florida and Texas.
Yes.
But people in the tundra.
To those of us who were dealing with snow, watching him walk on the beach was a... Anyhow.
It was upsetting.
It was very upsetting.
It was.
Come to Florida. 68 and raining. I would take 68 and raining. It's warm in Florida. So we had a good week.
Yeah, if you say so.
We had a good week.
Did we? Mm-hmm. Okay. What you said.
We've been busy this week. Anything exciting this week?
No, just normal hamster wheel of death stuff. I mean,
Normal fourth quarter.
Yep, get on a hamster wheel and run as fast as you can, and
Yeah. So just a lot of normal, a lot of listing this week, a lot of shipping this week. Just a lot of normal. Fourth quarter, get it all done kind of stuff.
the tales of woe.
The tales of woe. Exactly. But so we're just kind of passing a little bit of time here
Are we?
while we let everybody get in. What's your biggest tip for December?
Get on that hamster wheel of death and
Run as fast as you can.
run like your life depends on it.
Hey, there's Monica. Are hamster wheels a bolo or a nolo? I don't know. I'm sure that there are some.
I'm sure.
I'm sure that there's money to be made in hamster wheels. Yeah, but the biggest tip for December is, I'm sure that there are.
Okay.
Go hard. Go hard these first couple of weeks especially,
Yep.
because then it's going to slow down about the 15th or so. It's going to slow down. Also, just a little tip to be on the lookout for. Unfortunately, former President Bush died today.
Yes, he did.
And Trump has said that Wednesday, December 5th, will be a national day of mourning. In the past, when a national day of mourning has been issued, the post office closes and all government offices close down for the day. Oakbrook. So just kind of watch. The postmaster for the nation has not come out yet and said whether or not they will close for the National Day of Mourning, but just be aware, kind of stay on top of that.
Yeah.
Because there may, I wondered, yeah, it's in their bylaws, I guess I want to say, of the post office, that they can observe that National Day of Mourning. So just be aware there may not be mail on Wednesday. It hasn't been declared yet. It's Saturday. It is Saturday Night Live. Yes, protocol. Thank you, Jude. That's the word I was looking for.
Bylaws.
I'm just grasping for straws there.
I know.
I wanted to talk tonight, though.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
About social media. I've never heard of that National Day of Mourning, Wednesday. I missed last year. How was January? January's actually pretty good. We were going to do it before we did this, but I was busy. We will record our 10 things to be looking for in December and get it up this week. But yeah, January's always been pretty good. Starts off a little bit slow, but then picks up as the month goes on.
Yeah, first quarter is usually pretty good for us.
Pretty good.
Usually better than fourth quarter.
Yeah.
First quarter is usually our best quarter. But
Yeah.
we sell primarily clothing.
Yes.
So,
but I wanted to talk about the perils of social media.
so you shouldn't be watching us right now on social media.
No, you should. I just logged in and heard my name. Yes, January, always talking about you. So I was running our November numbers. Today's December 1st. So, of course, I had to run the spreadsheet and look at how our year is going and all of that. And we were kind of talking about, we've been talking about the perils of social media. Matt gets all of this all the time.
Yeah, this is old news to me, so I'm just along for the ride. You just
All right.
you just
So,
say it.
I wanted to talk about how social media has affected us, me specifically, and
Not me.
our business. Yeah, Matt kind of, I don't know. He's just along for the ride. We do really well on eBay. We always have
No?
done really well on eBay. And then Matt is like, can I leave class now? Exactly. Finally catching alive, yay! Hey, for the resale of it. So anyhow, I have an issue with squirrel brain. That's what we call it on here. Think that if you are an entrepreneur.
You know, the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
That's true.
So I think we're on our way.
That's true.
I think we just made a breakthrough today.
Right? I think that if you're an entrepreneur, I think that there is a mindset that goes with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you love seeing the opportunity.
Yeah.
You love finding a hole in the market. You love looking for profit where other people don't see it.
Yeah.
That's what gets you up in the morning. That's what gets you excited. And so then you come on social media and there's always somebody saying, oh, I'm making all this money over here, or I just found this, or I just did that. And the entrepreneur brain goes, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that, and I could twist it this way, and then I could make money over there, and then I could do this and just do it a little bit differently over here. And all of a sudden, you're going 30 different directions all at the same time.
Yep. And you're not focusing on the one direction that's making you no money.
Yes.
That's proven to be making you money.
And diversification is really important.
Oh, agreed. We're not saying don't diversify.
Oh my God, guilty. Yes. So we're not saying not to diversify at all.
And not to try new things, because I think the key to being successful in this business is being able to try new things and test theories and test market conditions and whatever.
Yes, shiny object syndrome. Exactly. But there are some things that if you were being really honest with yourself, you could look on the surface and go, you know what? That's just not for me. But because there's money there, because it's an opportunity, we go, but I could still do it.
You know what, though? That's kind of I see $1 on the ground, and I want to pick that dollar up because I see that dollar over there, but you're leaving $5 back behind you. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I always say to you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, are you just leaving money behind to go chase after this shiny new dollar bill here?
That's how I feel about hard goods. Yes. Some things, excuse me, not every, I don't know if Monica's here or not still, but her and I have talked about this. Not every opportunity is meant for you.
Yep.
And that's okay. And the great thing about social media is that hopefully you know somebody who that opportunity could benefit. You need to mix up platforms, yes. So we've had a lot of opportunities come our way. Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of things be offered to me over the years. probably, 75% of them I haven't taken. And they're just not for me. I'm just not the best person for that interview. I'm not the best person for that podcast. I'm not...
For that contact, that business contact.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's just not for me. And that's okay. Because I know somebody who it is good for. This is me trying to raise my ASP. It just doesn't work for me. I've embraced the quick flip. Yeah. Just because it works for somebody else doesn't mean that it has to work for you. Doesn't mean that you're not successful if it doesn't work for you.
Well, and just because someone else is being successful at a certain strategy doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful at it.
Yeah.
Not saying you're not good at what you do, but certain strategies mold to people more than other people,
Yes.
than different people.
Exactly. Just like some interviews, just that this person is more knowledgeable about it, or they have more experience here, or they have a better connection over there. So a more specific example. Absolutely. I don't know if Loretta's still here, Thrift Love Sell. She is the queen of hard goods. She sells amazing glassware.
She sells the poop out of hard goods.
She does. And I saw her selling that glassware. I was like, I can find that. We can buy that. There's money there.
You know, Loretta, there are days that I have cursed your name when we walk out of...
Because I'm like, ooh, shiny object syndrome.
And I look at it and I'm like, you didn't just buy that.
I am sure that if I wanted to learn hard goods, sure, you probably could. I don't want to. I don't like home decor. Our home is decorated in things for sale on eBay. That's not my natural gifting.
No.
It's not home decor. So I'm not just spending time looking at decor magazines. I'm not noticing home decor. That's not who I am. So the barrier of entry for me is greater.
Yeah, but I will say, you do know a few
Yes.
really good hard good things. So
Yes.
it's not like you're ruling out hard goods as a whole.
No, but for me to go in and try to buy glasses, that's just not a good idea. Yes, you could learn it, but when you don't love it, it is draining. Exactly. More time to figure it out, change it. Exactly, exactly. So for me, that's not a good move because I have other opportunities available to me today that are better for me. Now, if I didn't have any other opportunities and I needed to do that, then I would love home decor and I would go and do it. But there are other things that I can do better and be more successful at, as Fabulous said, with less time.
Well, and I think that's
and
the
aggravation.
Key, is there's only so much time in a day that you can work. Your time is your biggest commodity as a reseller.
Yeah.
And if you're dragging yourself 10 different ways, you're really not being efficient or good
anything.
at any of them.
Yeah.
And I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Exactly. Yeah. Monica says, my sanity has worth. I'm doing things that'll give me the most mental peace. Absolutely. Hard goods has such a range that you can skip the glass. Yes, if you love hard goods and still be successful. Absolutely.
Well, and again,
absolutely.
Like clothing, I mean, you've got men's clothing, women's clothing, suits, jeans. There's so many different facets of clothing, as well as hard goods. So you could focus in on cutlery.
Or glasses, or plates,
whatever.
or whatever it is. Yeah, absolutely. I want to sell the amazing thing Loretta sells, but my non-amazing DVDs and action figures are paying my bills, and that's okay with me. Yeah, and if it's working, cool. I tried other things and just effed up my mojo. Absolutely. Exactly. I don't love clothing, and clothes would just sit. So I only grab fast clothing with high margin sellers next year. Exactly, Loretta. So Loretta and I we're just completely the opposite. I don't love hard goods. I don't like selling them. I don't like listing them. Matt doesn't like shipping them. So we will just be focused on, okay, if there's a really high-end hard good, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, we're walking past. Yes. This is how I feel about fashion clothing. Yeah. Posh is... Yes, doing what I love is top. Yes. Don't delve into suits because I do not have a mat. There you go. I work for myself because I love what I do and I want to continue to love it. Exactly. I tried women's clothing. I hate it. Yeah. And so I think, though, that's the problem with, and I'll get back. Hard goods takes patience. Loretta says, yes, you might have to wait. And that is not, and Loretta and I have talked about this. After 2 weeks, I'm like, why hasn't this sold? This needs to sell now. It needs to leave. I'm like, I'm over it. I want it out. Do not have the patience for hard goods.
You do not have the patience for hard goods. I'm actually surprised you have the patience for me at times.
Me too. Yes. So, yeah, and make sure the market loves what you love too. Well, very, very true. But I think that can be part of the problem with social media. Is we get on here and we see somebody, you know, like Loretta comes on and sees us selling clothing, and Loretta's incredibly smart. Mm-hmm. She could learn clothing. She could learn all the brands, all the styles and all of that and go and do it. But that's not what she loves.
Yeah, I mean, we're all smart people here. I mean, that's...
Yeah, 2 months is way too long for an item to be sitting, right? I want it gone. I don't love clothing, love to buy and wear, don't want... Exactly. And some of us can wait for sales, others cannot. I have to pay my bills. I don't have another, nor do I have space for thousands of items.
Well, that's one of our biggest problems is space. We don't have unlimited amount of space. And hard goods take up a fair amount of space. Yes.
Selling everything under the sun can be very draining. And capital, you have to be willing to keep buying keep forward. Yes, capital is a big one.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's tough. I mean, you see somebody post on social media that I flipped this and I made so much money, and you're like, I got to do it.
Yeah. Or you see somebody who has brought in all of the product from China. They've got the big warehouse. They're bringing in the product. They're, flipping it, and they've got all these packages. That's great. That's a lot of capital.
Yep.
That's a warehouse with an employee. That's a commute to an office. All things I don't want. And that's okay. And so I think that it is so important, especially here, to be able to be happy for other people. I love that Loretta can go and sell hard goods. I am so happy for her. I don't want that model. And that's okay.
Yeah. Well, and that's the nice thing about being your own business owner.
Yes. And knowing when to say, this isn't working for me. I think I'm going to work on posting more content rather than my flips, just focus. Yes, social media for marketing. You have to want to clear that. Yes. So yeah, I think that it's really important to be able to say, this isn't working for me. It works for other people. And that's fantastic. And I'm so genuinely happy for them. Mm-hmm. There is not an ounce of jealousy or I'm not upset because it doesn't at all. I'm genuinely happy it works for them.
Yep.
Doesn't work for me.
Yep.
So you have to then be able to go and find what works for you. That's how I feel about flipping toys on Amazon. I don't have capital. And if you don't have capital, you don't have capital. And so you can spend all day scrolling Instagram and being like, I wish I could do that. Wish I had the capital to do that. And really become bummed out about yourself and your own business and how you're doing, because that comparison is the thief of all joy.
That's like a proverb.
Right? That's what my mother says to me all the time. All comparison injures. That's what she says, actually. So you can get on here and be like, I wish I could do that. I wish I had that. I wish I had that opportunity. I wish. Or you can say, you know what? Good for them.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're doing that. And genuinely happy that they're doing that. Now I'm going to go and build mine.
Not for me.
Not for me.
It's not for me.
Not for me. Reselling also takes a level of creativity and interest. Yeah, ask yourself, if you had an hour and $1,000 to burn, where would you go? Fashion, home good, yes. What would you spend it on? Oakbrook's gonna go to the casino. Very, very true. You would go and buy video games and computers and tech and all of that. And I would be at Nordstrom's. Probably in the shoe department. But yeah.
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 Yeah, you would.
I just would. Selling all the things that I don't normally sell has been hard. Yes. Yeah, you've got it in your basement. You got to get it out. I suggest not sharing numbers. I've shared mine in the past, but eBay screenshot of 60 days is, yes, you don't know your profit. Absolutely.
Yeah, and again, I've always said that about numbers.
Yeah.
I generally just scroll past numbers. It's great to see people who have those numbers, but we don't know what was involved in making those numbers. And that's just what they sold. That's not what they made.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have spent twice as long as what I take to source that. Who knows? Mm-hmm. You just
or they could have sat on it for 16 years before they sold it.
You just got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I remember when I started on Posh, Glam Thrifter, this is such a great comment. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the best at this. I'm so happy with what I'm doing. And then as soon as I came on social media, I was like, oh my God, I suck. And I think we've all been there. Mm-hmm. We've all been like, I had a great day in sales yesterday. And then you see somebody else and they've got like 100 packages going out and you're like.
But you know what?
Well,
they've got 100 packages, but those could all be like 99-cent packages.
Yeah,
with
you don't
free
know.
shipping. You don't know.
You don't know.
Or they could be $200 packages. It could be either one.
Yeah, but you don't know.
You just don't know.
Yeah, coffee mugs. I had to stop that travel. I don't want to be a travel agent though, but you can use that love of travel in your business. Figure out.
Oh, absolutely.
Figure out what you could do with that. You can find me in the Beyond department. Need to be, how many? Yeah, net and gross, two completely different things. Yes, I encourage people. Yeah, try things out. Absolutely, babe. On a budget, absolutely try things out. And we tried glassware. I have it sitting right over there.
Is it listed?
I think so.
I photographed it.
Yeah, no, that is definitely listed.
Okay.
But it hasn't sold, and it's probably not going to. At some point, we will be drinking out of those glasses. I hate them, and I will use them. It's not for me. Yes, it's not for me. I want to run a sale so I can lie on 100 packages and take a picture. Right? I don't like this show-off. So, yeah, but don't let it discourage you. Just be able to step back and say, good for them. I'm glad that they are running a business that they enjoy. This is my business, and today I'm going to enjoy my business.
Well, and this all kind of touches on what we talked about last week about who's in your squad. Yeah. And there's motivators and there's demotivators. Yeah. And if there's something that's demotivating to you,
yeah,
then
stop
following them, because that's not doing you any good.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Loretta Fabulous says just pack 100 poly mailers with newspaper and take the photo. You never know. That could be the photo.
That's true.
They might not even have items in them. But I never want to feel like, I couldn't have that, because you could. Mm-hmm. Glam Thrifter, I know that Glam Thrifter has a baby. She's got a little guy. Mm-hmm. Your circumstance is totally different.
Oh, God, yeah. I would never expect you to be
totally different,
shipping 100 packages a day and raising a baby.
Totally different. Yeah. Yes, find your people you can trust and that encourage you no matter where. Yes. Chrissy always showing up late. I don't know what's up with that.
It's that West Coast thing.
Right? Some sellers...
I'm sure it's Nick's fault.
Probably.
Blame it on Nick.
Some sellers only ship a couple of days a week, so that's a huge pile. Yeah, for sure. Babies and reselling are very hard to mix together.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, laundry. So yeah, but I just think it's important to take a step back and be able to be happy for somebody else. Understand that their circumstances are totally different. They may have, they may be like us, like Monica, where this is your only income. I mean, if we don't have a huge pile of packages on Monday, then they're going to turn off the lights. Well, not really, but I mean, this is how we pay our bills. So it's necessity.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury of waiting for the highest price possible on all of our items. We'll do it on some. We'll be like, you know what, I may never find this again.
Yeah.
And I want to wait on it. But we don't have the luxury of waiting for top dollar for every item we have. We just can't afford to.
Maybe you do.
Yep.
Bask in that luxury.
Yep. Yeah, well, and that was like
Be
someone
happy.
said earlier, I'm having a hard time getting my ASP up. Maybe you just don't have that opportunity to.
Yeah, maybe that's just not your business model. Yeah. Yes, keep your circle full of motivation. It's way too easy to get off track. Yes, Supreme Retreat Queen. Absolutely. And I am very, very lucky to have some girls that I'm really tight with. You all know who you are. And that helped
Am I
me.
one of them?
Yeah, you're one of my girls.
Okay.
That helped me stay on track and keep me motivated. People that I call whenever I'm like, oh, I hate this. I have those days too. So even though you rock hard goods and I don't love them, I love, yes. And so that's just it. I love talking to Loretta because she's excited about her business. She's excited about growing it. She's excited about putting in the hours and that sort of thing. One thing I think people need to realize is the highest ASP is sometimes not attainable for people due to where you live. Yes. Yeah, Glam Thrifter, you have different opportunities than what we have, what somebody else has. But there's still opportunities.
Yeah.
So they may not be $50 opportunities. They might be $115 opportunities. Still works.
Absolutely.
Still works. Still a good business model. Grocery stores all around the country are profitable every day of the week. And what is their average sold price?
Oh, grocery stores run on unbelievably low margins.
Low margins and low dollar, but they push out quantity. It still works. It only takes one person to bring a mood down. Yes, so true. So true. I can't even send a box to ThredUp Luxe because I can't find that stuff. Then just be happy for the people that can and scroll on by.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy that you can do that, but I'm going to keep scrolling because that's not my model. And you could have an ASP of $15 where you're making 10 and 12, or others have an ASP of 30 and are only making, yes. Hey, Emma, we are talking about the perils of social media. Yes, same. I respect your discipline. I can always count on you to be up at 4:30. Yes, Loretta and I are often talking at 4:30 in the morning.
You weren't up at 4:30 today.
I wasn't. I slept in. It was amazing. Seriously, it was life-altering. Oh, Loretta is Thrift Love Sell. She's right above you in your comment. I have the opposite problem. I can't sell $10 or $15 piece of clothing to save my life. Yeah, so then scroll past the people that can. We don't have to be the exact same thing to motivate each other. Absolutely.
Yep.
Such a great point.
Well, and we're all business owners at this point. We're just all business owners sitting together, having a discussion.
Yeah. First time watcher, oh, well, welcome to the Reseller Squad. Yes, to all of this. I get so annoyed when people tell me I'm not making money because I sell cheap. That cheap stuff has worked for me. And you know what? If they're telling you sell stuff too cheap, when they pay your bills, they get to tell you that.
Exactly. Yeah, no one has the right to tell anyone else how to run their business.
Yeah. I make more money selling cheap stuff than if I tried to sell that. Yeah. So I think it's so important to take a moment at the end of the year here and really be honest with yourself. What did I do this year that just isn't working for me?
Yeah.
It's just not working. I don't like it. I'm not good at it.
Well, and I think we'll all raise our hand here. If we don't like it, we generally don't do it. So what happens?
That's why we're entrepreneurs and
is
can't work for other people.
Well, what happens is now you have a pile of stuff you have invested money in that's not getting listed.
Yeah.
And it's not getting sold either.
Yeah, Emma was just talking about that, I think, in her stories this week. That, you know, it just sits.
Yeah.
I want to deal with it. It becomes a death pile.
Yep.
And that's stealing that capital. It's stealing your motivation, because every time you walk past that pile,
You're like, I got to do this.
you have that feeling, the, oh my gosh. That's not the, yay, we're going to do this, we're going to crush it today feeling. That is stealing your motivation.
Yeah, and if you have that feeling, or if you have those death piles of certain items, then you don't need to be dealing with those items.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing you any good.
Yeah, and for the resale of it, this is such a great point too. I separated my store into two and it didn't work. That's a great observation, because for some people it works great. And then, but you're like, you know what? I just can't do it. So good for them that it works great. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's okay to try things, but don't jump both feet into something that you don't know about. Try it. See if you like it. See if it fits you. See if it suits you.
Yeah, but know when to walk away.
Yeah, but you got to be, and you can't let social media dictate, I need to stick with this. I need to keep trudging on.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing it.
I have a hair in my mouth. I'm sorry. Yeah, but people panic if there's no sales for a few days and slash their prices. You have to have balance. Sometimes, yes. Well, and I think that that's part of it, Emma. We get on here and everybody has all these big, huge piles of packages. And then you start to feel like, I should have big, huge piles of packages. And so then you start slashing prices and you start panicking. When, if your bills were paid and your business model was working, just be happy. Happy for them. Double tap it, like it. That's when you like it. I know, where's Oakbrook? Oh, good Lord. Like the post. Congratulations, so happy for you.
And move on.
Move on, it's not your business model.
Yep.
What pushed me hard into hard goods was my thrifts have gone crazy high on prices and I didn't want to do closet cleanouts. Yeah. Stealing valuable real estate in your house. So each of our businesses are unique because they reflect our personalities and the availability of products in our local area and what we search for online. Yes, Jasper. Absolutely. I hate that feeling head of dead books. Oh, yes. Where does everyone promote the most, and do you put a lot of money into promoting? No. No one to hold them, no one to fold them. Absolutely. Yes, this will be on YouTube later tonight. I had left a Vera Bradley bag in the death pile forever because I thought it wasn't worth anything anymore and didn't excite me. Finally listed it Thursday and it sold in 24 hours. Yeah, so that's the other thing. You get on here and people are like, I had this Vera Bradley and it never sells. Vera Bradley never sells for me.
This brand is dead.
Awful.
It's dead.
And you're like, not for me.
And again, that's another way that social media can be demotivating or distracting. Someone could say this brand is dead. Now you're sitting on it. You're like, I'm not going to list it. Or you're passing it at the store.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, or you're passing it at the garage sale. Like, that brand's dead. So-and-so said that brand's dead. I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Just because it's dead for them doesn't mean it's dead for you. Yeah, trying new things doesn't mean you have to change your whole business model. Babe on a Budget is totally right. Try something new as a small percentage. You don't need to jump all in. Great advice there. Just a little bit. Yes, definitely need to take a road trip to the Denver Bends, right? Again, they can have 100 packages, $1. Absolutely. Yes, but when regular sellers must understand that big social media influencers sell to resellers, and 70% of their packages are going to other resellers, not regular buyers. That's a good point, too.
That's true.
If I wanted to do everything someone else's way, I would just pack it up and go back to work. Oh, and doesn't that just make you, oh. I literally just sold a Vera Bradley tumbler. I love that. I love that. Yes. Yeah, I'm tired of the Denver bins and the Oregon bins. I live in Boston. The bins here. The bins here. Yeah. But that just means we have different opportunities. Happy for people that have bins and can go to them and find great stuff. Just means I have a different opportunity.
Yeah, our bins are bad too.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad.
Yes, people need to understand what they see isn't always, absolutely. Yes, Natalie, babe, don't forget, you're always the queen of Raydun. You'll always be our queen of Raydun.
She is the Raydun queen.
Yes. All right, so Wolf makes another great social media apparel question. Having notifications on can suck the life out of you. I have them on, only check Instagram a couple of times a day. Yes. So true. And let me tell you, you don't even have to have notifications on. Yes. That's why I'm getting the look. Because I don't have notifications on for Instagram. I don't think I've ever had notifications turned on for Instagram.
You don't need them on.
I don't need them on. I can feel it in my soul.
I know. I can tell.
Yes. I heard a YouTube seller say he gives bad info so people will pass on brands he can sell. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's possible too.
Do not turn on notifications for Instagram. I never have, never will. Need to. Yes, yes, yes. So true, Monica. I still have friends that stay the entire weekend when Vera Bradley holds their yearly sale. I figured it has to. Yeah. Their store is always full. Work. I don't have my notifications on. I go for 5 minutes max a few times a day. Yeah, I've got notifications for eBay. I've got limited notifications for Posh. I don't want to know every time somebody likes something or every time somebody follows me. And that's it. And then I get text notifications. And if anybody's been in one of my groups or you text me on the regular, you know that there are times that I will hide those alerts too. Mm-hmm. Because the only people who don't get hidden ever are family, sorry. But because I know that when that goes off, it's like your brain immediately says, stop what you're doing and come and pay attention to this.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Well, I mean, again, nothing against anybody who sends you texts or social media or whatever. They're not paying our bills.
Yeah.
And there are times that we've just got to buckle down.
Yep.
And focus.
Yeah. I turned off all of my eBay and Etsy sounds. I don't have my sound turned on my phone ever. Ever.
No, you don't, do you?
Mm-mm. No, it buzzes loud enough. And I can actually tell the difference of the buzzes from text and eBay and Etsy and Poshmark and Amazon. They all have a different buzz. It's loud enough. It doesn't need to go off anymore.
There are times you scare me.
I know. And me, you better not hide me because I'll drive down the street. Emma's going to hunt me down. You hid my alerts. I know it. I'm going to start a class action lawsuit to iPhones. No one told me my wrist and brain would suffer from phone addiction. Absolutely. Yeah, so social media is great in a lot of ways. Make great connections, fantastic friends, just amazing opportunities. Learned so much. Love our reseller squad to death, but don't let it hinder you.
Yeah. Again, if you find something, some aspect of it being demotivating to you, then you need to block that out because it's not helping you.
Yeah. I make full use of the iPhone feature that rings only for my favorites. Yeah, mine never even rings. It just buzzes, but it buzzes a lot. I also have sounds off on my phone. Yes. Yeah, and there's the double hit buzz from eBay, then PayPal. Yeah, then you know it was a full price sale because it buzzes twice. Yeah. Yeah. That's enough though, because there are times when we'll be in bed and my phone will be on the bed and you'll be like, what is going on?
Oh yeah.
Because it just buzzes.
I'm about ready to throw your freaking phone out the window.
It just buzzes. So if it made sound, it would that's too much.
Yep.
Yeah, I always wait for the seconds. Phone constant buzzing. Yeah, make it buzz. But so don't let that distract you. There's the buzzing sound. I know the different ones, so I know it's not the kids. So I can then wait until I'm done with this listing or I'm waiting for photos to upload, and then I can scroll through those notifications. Don't let it hinder you. When I'm on Instagram and I see, I see January buying skis, like skis. And
no, not like the little skis.
No, not like a ski ornament. Like full-sized skis.
Well, I was just wondering because that's kind of when you say skis, that's what I...
Yeah. But I don't want anybody to undervalue, whatever. You know what I mean. And I see her shipping them.
Mm-hmm.
I just
I'm
go,
like, I'm not shipping those things.
You are awesome. I love you to death. There is no way on God's green earth I would do that.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some things I'm like, could sell it. I could make probably a lot of money at it. But I don't want to screw around with it.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Good for you, sister. So proud of you. I know there's money there. It's not for me. That is not an opportunity. That is for me. I would never list them, and I would hate myself when I had to ship them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I turn on Do Not Disturb, 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's awesome. I can still get, yes, I have Do Not Disturb on my phone also. And even if somebody's not on your favorite list, if they call twice within a 10-second period, like they call back immediately on an iPhone, the call will go through, even if you have on Do Not Disturb. All of our children know that. So even if they don't have their phone, they're calling from somebody else's phone, whatever, call twice, mom's phone will ring no matter what. But Do Not Disturb saves me, for sure. I've never even seen skis in the thrift. Yeah, I listed 6 pairs today. Awesome. Any way to stop or change all the constant emails from eBay? eBay loves to send you an email.
I wish there was a way, and maybe there is, and maybe somebody knows here. Is there a way that you can change what notifications you get from them? Like what?
Like text notifications or email notifications?
Email notifications. Like, can you say, only email me when I have a buyer question? Don't email me every time I list an item, because frankly,
I listed it.
I know I listed an item. I listed it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you can send them to junk mail. You could set that address to junk mail. They all hit my junk mail, but there's so many of them. It's ridiculous. If I see extra small $200 clothing item, I keep walking. 90% of return. Yes. eBay email are my nemesis. There's a reason why I have 60,000 emails or something crazy like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need an email that an item didn't sell. I'm aware. I'm very much aware. Yeah.
We should bring that up at eBay Open next year.
Yeah. I really would love to opt out of all the emails. I filter them so they go to my trash automatically. That's awesome. Yeah, change your email settings. I don't get emails when I list an item. You, my darling, are very lucky. I don't know why. Yeah. I thought there was a place to choose. In your settings, you can sign up for like additional emails and that sort of thing.
You're not getting enough already. I want more. I'm lonely. I need more emails.
Yeah, but to actually go in and just turn off like I listed an item email, that I don't know of. If there is, please tell me. Do you get text notifications from eBay? Just like, not text notifications. I get pop-up notifications from the app, like if somebody
has a question or makes an offer.
Yeah, that sort of thing. I'll research the notification settings. Thank you, Tennessee Thrifter. Please tag me if you can figure it out, because I would love. Rob gets all my eBay and PayPal emails. That's awesome. Yes, just send them to your husband.
Hey, whoa.
See? And be like, see, honey, I really worked today. Did you see all those emails?
Yeah, poor Rob.
I was killing it today. Love that idea. Love that idea. Any last minute? We're almost going to be out of time. Anybody have any questions or anything you want to add?
Nope.
You got nothing to know.
I got nothing. I'm done. I got to see what the football
And
score
eBay.
is.
All right. So 628 Sarah Closet. First time watcher. And you are going to bring it. Go to account and communication preferences, then the seller tab. Fab Vintage. We're all going to go there tonight. All right. Account settings and then communication preferences. Yes. Oh, you're coming to Chicago. Oh, I did know that. Bundle up. And then it depends on where you're going. Like if you're downtown, you got to have deep dish pizza. Matt will say no, but you got to. It's a Chicago thing.
Yeah.
It's Gino's East or Lou Malnati's. I like Malnati's, but...
Yeah, I'm not a deep dish guy, though.
Yeah. Yes. So what are you going to do differently, if anything, regarding social media? Just not follow every squirrel that is out there. Immediately
Well, you had an epiphany last week. You're like, you know, if I didn't try this, this, and this because I saw other people posting it,
I would have made.
I could have made more money because I would have been focused.
Yeah,
On
and
all
there
this
are
other
some
stuff.
things that you can really look at on the onset and say, you know what, I am not gonna like that. I'm just not. I'm not gonna like it. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, and social media's never really sucked me in that way.
For the resale of it, would like to know how much your close friend's IG is going to cost. She'd like to join yours. I'm sure that's what she meant.
My what?
Instagram now has close friends. You can be close friends.
Oh, it's free. I don't charge anybody to be my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
It's worth like at least $1.50.
No. You know what?
Well,
I
there you
don't
go.
believe in charging people to be friends.
I'm not gonna have close friends and
Nope.
regular friends and no. $50 a month for be more aware of scroll. Yes, I think social media brings clients to my stores. Absolutely, it can.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could use social media for good or evil.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I mean.
Yes, 10 cents a friend. 10 cents. I'll sign up for you for 10 cents for the resale, but I love you. I didn't talk about Poshmark only sharing your items once a day. If you saw Jade's post, Manish came back, said it wasn't true. Your mileage may vary. Sell beach sand. You heard it here first. Yeah, it's not an opportunity for me. Have you seen the sand at Lake Michigan? Nobody wants it. Don't think it's a bad thing to try new things. Just know when it's not working. Yes. Yes. Know when it's not working. Know when to get out. But honestly, if I had been honest with myself, I could have told you before I bought those glasses that I would never sell them.
I think I did.
It's just true. It's not what I like. I don't want to do it, even if there's money there. If I was honest with myself,
Yeah.
it's just not for me. And that's okay. And that's totally okay. Could use... I like to do texting with the groups that I do because then I get those notifications. Otherwise, I'd have to turn on Instagram notifications, and I don't want to do that. Family discount for Instagram closer. I would have made thousands more if I skipped clothing altogether. Yeah, and that's just the truth of it. It's just the truth of it. Manish said it wasn't true. Yes, Manish said it wasn't true. I don't know. I know that the more you list there, the more you sell. I think listing is more important than sharing anyway.
And again, test everything as theory until you can prove it true or false.
I never knew I'd like selling Western wear until I tried it. I'm not into that, but it's fun to, yes. And I never knew that I would like selling vintage clothing or vintage items until I tried it. Never knew I would like selling plush until I tried it. Absolutely. There are some things you know you're not going to like.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are things that you're never going to know until you try.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess,
try it.
I guess the best piece of advice is don't jump in with both feet.
Yes, just like Babe on a Budget said, try just a little bit.
Yeah, baby steps.
What you doing? I think it's true and Manish is covering up. Don't know. I can't buy damaged items or things that can be fixed because they'll just sit in a pile while I get pissed at them. Yes, yes. Matt's distracting me with sport codes, yes. I just went into what to edit and it no longer offers PayPal on my listings. If you are not signed into the new payment processor, if you are signed up for the new payment processor, then you cannot accept PayPal until next summer. If you're not, then it should still be accepting PayPal. I would check back, and then if it doesn't show up, definitely call. I want a few sport coats. What's the difference between them and a suit jacket?
Sport coats.
Generally,
if you can wear them with a pair of jeans, then it's a sport coat. Or they have like brass shiny buttons, makes it a sport coat. Jeans or a pair of khakis, it's a sport coat. If it's got pinstripes on it,
it's a thinner material.
Then it's a suit jacket.
Yeah.
And if you can't find the pants, don't buy it.
Yeah. So Poshmark, Jade over at Fashion Without Trashin' is her name now.
Fashion over trashin'?
Fashion Without Trashin'.
Oh, fashion with trashin'. Okay.
So she got an email from a customer service representative at Poshmark that said, no matter how many times you share your items, they can only show up in your followers' feed once a day. So the idea of share your entire closet to your followers 10 times a day was not good advice. She then messaged Manish, who is CEO, I want to say, of Poshmark. He said it was misinformation.
I don't know. Now, we've tried sharing
a ton of times
a day, and then once a day. And we didn't see any better results when we shared a ton of times a day. Again,
your mileage may vary.
Test it as theory until you can test it. And
yes.
B, this could, if you're watching this on YouTube, this could all change tomorrow.
Yes.
And they can change the algorithm, and
yes.
none of this information would be good anyway. So always test.
Yes. How do you ship a sport coat? We bag it and then put it in a box.
Yep.
I don't think I ever signed up for something. Yes, definitely look into it. Check Fashion Without Trashin's IG account. Yes, I still have trouble telling the difference. Yeah. Where would I look to see if my store has offer to watchers? So eBay rolled out a new offers to watchers feature. It eventually will be in your seller hub. If you do not have it yet, the workaround is to go to type in on your PC, it does not work on your phone, ebay.com/M as in Mary, Y as in yellow, S as in Sam, /overview. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you will see any items that you have eligible to send offers on. There at the bottom. They have to be listed for, I believe, at least 5 days, and they have to have best offer on them. I've seen people's listings show up multiple times in my feed on many different... Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to say it was something new. I don't know. Yeah, for the resale of it, I regularly sell things I haven't shared in days. Yeah, I share sporadically. Several people tested it, and it's, yeah, it might be something new. I don't know. Can you make an income on YouTube? Let me just tell you about our YouTube. This will go up on YouTube. After we're done here, I will save it and I'll put it up on YouTube. I did the math. At our current rate of gaining, you have to have 1,000 followers.
Before you could start monetizing.
Before you can monetize YouTube. At the current rate that we gain followers, 3 years from now.
Mm-hmm. We'll be rolling in the dough.
We got to be able to get our 3 cents off of YouTube.
Yep.
There's a YouTube algorithm, and if you play into that algorithm, then absolutely you can gain followers and make money there, for sure. Don't do it. You just don't.
We don't depend on it as income, so.
Yeah, for us, you know, like it's a good place to park stuff, but if it ever makes me $20, then that's great. Mm-hmm. I'm not playing with their algorithm. I'm not trying over there.
Yep. But speaking of, if you are watching this on YouTube.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe,
like
follow,
and
share.
Subscribe, follow, and share, and all that other stuff, please.
All the thumbs up and stuff like that. I don't know. Thank you for the live show tonight. My husband and I watch it on our 65-inch TV. Oh, my goodness. We were too big. You can make a good, you can make an absolute good living over there. You have to play on that playground. And the rules for engagement on that playground are different than they are over here. So I feel like it's more important to share the bread and butter to keep them at the top of search. That's probably very, very true.
That could be a good strategy, too.
So we can read the comments. Do the comments not save? I don't know. I can actually list and work during your live. Yay! Yay. So that's the deal with YouTube, is we've got a lot of people who were saying, I miss it because Sundays are our family times, or Saturday nights I'm spending with my kids, and so I miss it. And
yeah, Instagram is only 24 hours before they kill a video, so we're putting them up on YouTube so people have an opportunity to watch it whenever is convenient.
Yeah.
So yeah, the comments don't save. I'm sorry. We try to read as many of them as we can, so hopefully you could just watch it and keep along.
YouTube becomes Chrissy, yes. YouTube becomes a full-time job in and of itself. You lose traction for reselling because you're focusing on followers.
Yep.
Yes.
It's another It's another shiny object.
Yeah, and so that's just it. For us, again, that's a social media distraction. I could do that. We could put up videos every day. I understand the YouTube algorithm. I know about the YouTube algorithm. We could go and do that. It's just not what we want to do right now. Doesn't mean maybe someday.
No, and it doesn't mean that we'll put a video here and there on the channel, and we will. I mean, we've talked about stuff that we want to put on there, but
just for right now, that's not where the biggest return on our investment for our time is.
We got to follow what's paying the bills.
Squirrel. Yeah, for us right now, it would just be a squirrel.
Yep.
But that's because we don't love it.
Yep.
So, yes. But we have to go. It's been another great Saturday night. Go have a great, great week. Crush the end of the year here.
Follow your motivators and stop following your demotivators.
Yep. Be happy for the people who are selling skis and walk past them if they're not for you.
Yep.
Have a great night, everybody. Bye.